second chance to get this ball away. Challenged by Mark O'Leary. Sean McMahon. Touchdown here into space. Tip get it away once more. Here's Tommy Dunn. They're looking for a big performance from him. That's beautifully inside there towards Eugene O'Neill. And there's another shot and another point. 4 points this afternoon for Eugene O'Neill. That's 4 shots he's taken, 4 points he's scored. 2 from frees, 2 from play. And Tipperary have opened up a 5-point lead.
And they look so much sharper, Gerard. They really look so much sharper again at the start of the second half.
Ollie Baker back around midfield right now, in beyond Gilligan this time. Paul Ormond's going back there. Doing his job well, but not the greatest of clearances. Only out as far as James O'Connor. 2 points from free so far. Michael Ryan bats it, leaves it. Still a lot of pressure with David Ford about. And in the end it requires Paul Ormond to get that ball down to the sideline. Alan Markham keeping it in play. Baker. David Kennedy, whoops. Trying to play some tricks over there with the Clare substitute, David Ford.
You'd have to question the two-man full forward line at this stage. You feel that Clare might be better off go back to a conventional full forward line, because Paul Ormond is in there now as the extra man, feeling very confident, tidying up, and it's putting Clare under pressure themselves, in my view.
The 2-man inside forward line, Niall Gilligan and also David Ford. Clare get it back. This is inside towards Ford, runs on towards Gilligan. They need reinforcements coming through, but this time Gilligan is dragged down, and it's going to be a free in for Clare. Here was Gilligan doing a little balancing act, and they were all over him. I think it was Philip Marr in the end who committed the foul. James O'Connor about to strike this free. Jerry Loughnane's having a quiet word with Enda Flannery out of picture, and that is struck, and struck well. 3rd point of the match for James O'Connor. So the gap is down to 4 points. And Jerry Loughnane has just told Alan Markham go back up to top of the left. So it's a 3-man inside forward line as Richard Woods floats it in, and here comes Markham. Played it inside towards David Ford. He's looking for his second goal, and he might have got it, but instead he's got a point.
Sure, that should have been a goal. Wide open, in his hand, championship hurling. You know, he really should have buried that in the back of the net. But the 3-man full forward line obviously working better for them. You know, it creates immediately an opening.
It was Markham across to Ford, but that was the gap that was there for him, and he couldn't profit. Barry Murphy from Scariff, originally announced in the team, but then, not quite sure what is one of these dummy teams that we're used to at this stage, omitted. Now he's in, and the player coming out, I think, is going to be Jerry Quinn, the youngster. Clare defending well. McMahon getting it out here towards James O'Connor. Taking it away with pace, with style. Up towards David Ford, the man who might have 2 goals to his credit at this stage, but he fumbles. And it's a sideline ball to Tipperary.
If Clare lose this, they really will look to that goal as being the watershed in the game. You know, at this level, senior inter-county, you've got to bury those just in front of the goal.
Here's John Carroll. 2nd championship appearance. Dropped down towards Shelley. Great strong cornerback play by Brian Quinn. Point scorer in the first half. Richard Woods, well, hitting it over the half-forwards' heads, but it's got to be another Tipperary sideline ball.
Just going back on something, Ger, if you look at the league, people have said the league doesn't matter, but you get a chance to do a lot of things in the league. You get a chance to see where your weaknesses are. Clare have been doing a lot of changing, a lot of things happening on the field for them. First championship match, finding their feet. It's a difficult place to do it against a team of the quality of Tipperary.
This is Anthony Daly here, performing in front of 39,205 people. Our prediction of 40,000 wasn't too far off. Pressure again on Brian Lohan, new team captain. Lovely player. Shawnee McMahon getting it away. David Ford. Here comes James O'Connor, spooning it ahead there towards Ollie Baker. David Kennedy trying to close it down. That's away in the end by Eamon Corcoran. Only as far as John Lahey. And Lahey makes a fine clearance downfield. Declan Ryan and Paul Shelley have changed positions, by the way. Shelley is now on the 40. Here comes Ryan in now to challenge Frank Lowen. And he's turned awkwardly.
Pete Finnerty was saying at half-time that Clare forwards have to do it. The Clare backs are putting a lot of ball down there, and the Clare forwards really do have to finish them. If they don't, that's going to make an awful difference to this game. They just have to finish their chances.
Well, Dr. Jerry O'Sullivan is in once again here to attend to an injured player. And this time it's Declan Ryan, and he's not one of these guys who feigns injury. He's a strongly built man, but this is where he was coming out trying to dispossess Frank Lowen. Fell down very awkwardly indeed, and it may be the ankle. Eddie Enright is being prepared. And that is just after Tip had made their switch. They'd brought Ryan into full forward and brought Shelley out on the 40. In fact, they've reversed positions almost immediately. There's Eddie Enright, we mentioned just a moment ago. He may get his chance. Pressure now on the Tip backs. Markham. And he's put it wide.
It's a critical point of the game now. If Tipperary can sow home their advantage, it'll make a big difference, because Clare are certainly squandering some of theirs.
Declan Ryan is going off. So Eddie Enright is in. Straight away into centre half forward. Tipperary forced to make this change. Declan has scored from the penalty goal after 5 minutes of the second half. Tip leading by 3 points. But a long way to go in the Skinnis Munster Hurling Championship.
I think he's going to speak to Sean McMahon and Eddie Tucker, because they both jostled each other when they came in. And to be quite honest, I thought Eddie Enright did actually hit first. I really do. When he came in, he just ran into him.
Liam Cahill is also being brought into the match. It's going to be Paddy O'Brien who will go.
This could be a very good substitution. Liam Cahill has the ability to take this game, grab up at the scruff of the neck and get several scores. No question he has the ability, and maybe bringing him on is a much better idea than starting him. He hasn't been doing it when he's been started lately.
Well, the referee getting the assistance of his linesman across on the far side, Pat Horan from Banagher in County Offaly, and he has taken the names of 2 players. McMahon is one of them, and the other is Eddie Enright. Inside towards Eugene O'Neill, but back there, the very forceful figure of Sean McMahon. Appeals to the linesman. Pat Horan has his flag raised, and it's going to be a sideline ball to Clare. Richard Woods taking this. Eamon Corcoran stayed back, assisted by Tommy Dunn. He's the Tipperary captain, remember. Won't quite come up for Eugene O'Neill. O'Mara closed down well. Liam Cahill comes out here to John Carroll. Fed ahead towards Eugene O'Neill. Here's a good scoring chance. Eugene O'Neill's got 5 points in this match. He's in very hot form. And Tipperary lead by 4.
One of the big problems here is there's no question Ollie Baker is really a shadow of himself, and that's having a serious effect on Clare, because his leadership is missing from midfield. I think they've moved him to full forward now at this stage, but he really doesn't look fresh. He doesn't look that he really wants to know sufficiently, and that's, he's had a long couple of years.
Here he is, but beaten for this one, and it's Philip Marr who gets it away. Very steady player at full back. Out to John Lahey. What a lovely stroke.
Great skill, no hands.
Beautifully down, and there's 2 men inside here. Opportunities for Shelley and O'Neill. Tight angle, saved by Davy Fitzgerald.